and we're here for a blip. We're here for like, I like to say, how are you going to use your dash? I mean, we've probably all heard that, but time we're born, the time we go to meet Jesus. And I know I've coached people on, the fact that I don't want to look back at the end of my life and say, I wish I would have, could have, should have. Right. And so it's funny, half the time when Chris is talking to me, it's like, yep, I've actually told other people that, but coaches need coaches too. We've got to have the mentorship, the coaches, the connection. That's why this group is so dynamic and powerful, right? Every week we can come and we can be ministered to, we can share, we can pray with one another, we can encourage one another. I'm looking forward to the day when, I love this intimate setting, but so many people need a community like this where they can come and be encouraged and encourage one another. This is what it's about. And to step into more of, as Chris coaches on, and as Tamara encourages people and helps activate and help people to step into your calling and activate into who God has really called you to be. I mean, hello, when I worked with Tamara a couple of years ago, my brand is activate you, and activating you into who God's called you to be. And then it's just like, and then working with Chris is just like that next piece of that puzzle too. And so you guys that are getting here that are on this, the nuggets from just like Anthony and Tamara and Chris and all of you who come and bring your wisdom, it's so valuable. Okay, so I totally went over, but there you go. There's a little piece.
It was so good. It's so good. And Sharon, even with like the anticipation of the time, Anthony is so brilliant at reminding me of like the due diligence of what it is that we do when there's one person on the call, when there's 1,000 people in a room. And he is so like, again, back to the poems, he's so like open to what God's going to do in a time frame, and he's so present. Gary, my husband, is the same way, like just nothing else matters. And I'm like, didn't you have like 12 other calls today? How did you sit at lunch with that person for 4 hours? He's like, babe, they were crying and like there was so much breakthrough, and I think their marriage is healed from it. And I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Stay there, stay, do that thing. And so it's also this like resting when we talk about being still and know that I am God. It's like the resting in what he's given you. It's the resting in what he's got for you right now while still moving the needle. And so I think we have taken be still and taken it into actual physical context where God is like, stay right there and be still with me. But no, I think it's actually a stillness of spirit. It's a stillness of saying, okay, Lord, I trust you enough that I'm going to move. I'm going to be that disciple that goes without nothing. And I'm going to be still in my spirit. Nothing is going to move me because I'm just going to follow you. I'm going to trust you enough, but I'm not going to stay stagnant on this.